25-year-old man who was arrested in connection with the death of Bafana and Orlando Pirates captain Senzo Meyiwa have been dropped in the Boksburg Magistrates Court. Zanakuhle Mbata was arrested a few days after Meyiwa was shot dead at a house in Vosloorus, Gauteng East Rand late last month. Magistrate Daniel Tulare withdrew the charges because of insufficient evidence against Mbata. Tulare has ordered Mbata's immediate release. Now, for an update on the story, we're now joined on the line by the National Prosecuting Authority spokesperson, Nathi Mncube. Mr. Mncube, good morning to you and welcome to AM News.
Good morning, sir, and good morning to the viewers.
Can you kindly give us an update on what actually transpired in court this morning?
Well, as you correctly pointed out earlier, the case against Mr. Zanakuhle Mbata was withdrawn by the National Prosecuting Authority. And the reasons for that is that we were presented with new information in the form of evidence subsequent to the first appearance of Mr. Mbata. We then considered this new information and we tried to contrast it with the evidence that was available at the time of his first appearance. We came to the conclusion that there were a lot of inconsistencies and discrepancies to an extent that we found there were some contradictions in the evidence as a whole. And we made a decision that at this point in time, it was better to have the matter withdrawn as there are no reasonable prospects of a successful prosecution at this point in time. What this means is that the matter is withdrawn. The accused will then be released to go back to his family and to continue with his life. But the police have very indicated, they will continue to do the investigation. We've given them the docket to, with some of the instructions to say they must follow up on certain things. They will then go and consider those instructions that we've given them. If and when they feel that they've gathered sufficient evidence, they will then bring the docket back to us and we'll look into the matter.
Now, is the suspect completely off the hook or is just a temporary setback?
Well, I cannot say that he's completely off the hook. We've been told by the police that there are ongoing investigations that are underway. So we believe that at some point they will find something and they will come and present that to us. Whatever that evidence is will have to be looked at afresh. We will then make sure that we apply our mind properly. And if you of the view that there's sufficient evidence to place the matter back on the roll, would certainly do so. But of course, the decisions that we make are always based on the evidence that is available at the time. And at this point in time, our view is that it's not sufficient to continue with the prosecution.
Are there any developments on the other two suspects at all? So you arrested a number of people, by the way. So is there any feedback in terms of the other suspects that were arrested?
Well, that is not our area of competency to comment on investigations and people that might or might not have been arrested. We as NPA, our mandate really is to, after we've been presented with the docket, is to study the docket and to ensure that there's sufficient evidence to place the matter on the roll. And of course, to make the appropriate decision whether to continue with the prosecution or not. And we would, obviously, we don't get involved with investigations and arrests.
So what is the next step now for the NPA?
Well, as far as we're concerned, this matter, as I said, has been withdrawn. It's off the roll, and we'll continue to focus on other matters. But we'll continue to engage with the police. We always provide prosecutor guidance investigations. We provide the police with some guidance, and as far as the issues of the law are concerned in their investigations, and you always come to us to ask for advice in matters. So, in this matter, it will not be different. If they gather in evidence and, they will be at liberty to come and bounce off such evidence with us, we'll give our opinion and our guidance in that matter, and the matter shall continue until it reaches its logical conclusion.
If there's anyone with information, where can they call and who can they call in connection with this case?
Well, definitely they will have to, we urge the members of the public as National Prosecuting Authority to contact the South African Police Services. They are always available. The police stations almost all over the country, but I believe that they also have a toll-free number that people can call. So we urge the members of the public who have information to approach the nearest police station or the nearest police officer and report such information to them.
Mr. Mngube, thank you so much for your time. That was the NPA spokesperson, Nathi Mngube, on the line.
Thank you, sir. Good morning.
In some of your international news now, the Israeli ambassador